sharing your take on what remains to be in perspective in the view of this controversy. Now, a senior US lawmaker has told a visiting Pakistani delegation led by former Foreign Minister Bilawal Bhutto Zardari to take strong action against the terrorist group Jaish-E-Mohammed and to ensure the safety of the religious minorities in the country. This has come as the Congressman Brad Sherman has met with the Pakistani delegation in Washington while their visit coincided with that of the Indian multi-party parliamentary team led by Congress MP Shashi Tharoor, who is in the US to brief the American officials about the Operation Sindoor and India's response to terrorism following the April 22nd Pahalgam attack. After meeting Bilawal Bhutto, Sherman took to social media platform X and said, "I emphasize to the Pakistani delegation the importance of combating terrorism and in particular the group Jaish-E-Mohammed who murdered my constituent Daniel Pearl in the year 2002. He was referring to a Wall Street Journal journalist Pearl who was kidnapped and killed by terrorists in Pakistan. Omar Saeed Sheikh was convicted for planning the crime. Sherman then added that Pearl's family still lives in his district and stressed Pakistan should do all it can to eliminate this vile group and combat terrorism in the region." The US lawmaker also pressed the Pakistani side to push for the release of Dr. Shakil Afridi, the physician who helped the US intelligence locate Osama bin Laden, while the US lawmaker further raised concerns about the religious freedom in Pakistan. Anand Singh is joining me live on the broadcast with more updates. Anand, Bilawal Bhutto has once again, in fact, got this treatment from the West. The West has asked him to eliminate Jaish-E-Mohammed. As far as now the justice for the murder of Daniel Pearl is concerned, US lawmaker has given a stern statement asking the Pakistani diplomat for eliminating Jaish-E-Mohammed. What are you picking up?
Yes, and then look, the way in which the Bilawal Bhutto Zardari and several of the Pakistan's ambassadors, including State and House Foreign Affairs leadership, met with the Congressman Senator over there, Brad Sherman. So the delegation of Pakistan was left red-faced as the Congressman clearly highlighted that how Saeed Afridi, who was one of the physicians and who helped the United States in locating Osama bin Laden in Pakistan to bring justice to the people of 9/11 terror attack. So clearly he had a point, and then he also mentioned that how Pakistan Jaish-E-Mohammed, which was the main body responsible for the killing of Daniel Pearl, the journalist, and then he highlighted that how he was one of his assembly, and then he also mentioned that his father remains in his own district. So clearly, Brad Sherman had highlighted this point, and he also pointed out the religious minorities, the kind of injustice they are facing in Pakistan, and this, he said, is a very big issue over there in Pakistan. And while talking in the quarter quickly, he said that.
All right, Anand, thank you very much for being with us on the broadcast and, in fact, sharing more updates. Now, Lieutenant Colonel Himanshi Singh is joining me live on the broadcast. Appreciate you joining me live this morning. Now, Pakistani delegation gets earful while the US lawmaker has told Bilawal Bhutto to eliminate Jaish-E-Mohammed. This has come specifically at this point of time when Pakistan also attempted to mirror the kind of efforts India is putting in front of the entire world, making it very clear that what their stand against the terrorist forces is. Pakistan, with their agenda, of course, in a copycat manner, has tried to emphasize that they have less or no relations with these forces. While US Congressman Brad Sherman's latest statement in fact, the full public display has made it very clear, and on the face of Bilawal Bhutto, to eliminate Jaish-E-Mohammed is a testament in its own sense. How do you react, ma'am?
Baba, for your question, this dual diplomacy in Washington by politician Mr. Shashi Tharoor from India, actually showing the world what India talks and what Pakistan talks in terms of terrorism and counter-terrorism. Pakistani agenda is to attempt to internationalize the Kashmir issue and portray India as an aggressor, aim to garner diplomatic India's cross-border action, that is what we are calling a response. And Indians are trying to communicate India's firm stance against terrorism, especially cross-border from Pakistan. So India has the Operation Sindoor necessary to pills and soldiers. When the stand of Officer Raj Sharman comes, it is a clear message to Pakistan that I am not buying your narrative. He emphasized on the need for Pakistan to act decisively against terrorism, especially targeting Jaish-E-Mohammed, the group behind multiple attacks on India and also the brutal murder of US journalist Daniel Pearl. Because Pakistan is not just murdering the people in broad daylight, it is also sheltering groups like Jaish-E-Mohammed, and they need to dismantle it and demonstrate serious commitment to anti-terrorism. And he also raised concerns over the treatment of religious minorities in Pakistan, like Hindus, Christians, and Ahmadiyas. So I think Bilawal Bhutto's strategy has fallen flat, and the global narrative against terrorism is not in favor of Pakistan because it is sheltering Pakistan. However, India has presented factual data and evidence of cross-border infiltration and terror camps in Pakistan, which has actually given India that India is a responsible democracy and it is acting in self-defense. So I think it is a big jump for India's diplomacy, and Pakistan cannot tell the world all the time that it has been a victim. So this visit, I see it is clearly strengthening India's morale and diplomatic high ground. And Pakistan, I think, is not able to, convey the things which they are just going on rhetoric time and again. We have a firm stand, and Mr. Brad is very clear about it because ours is a evidence-backed diplomacy. So we need to ask these questions again and again. Why Pakistan has not taken and dismantled these terrorist groups so far. Thank you, Ms. Babbar.
All right. Thank you very much, Ms. Singh, for also being with us on the broadcast and at this point of time sharing your take. Now, the Karnataka government had approved the felicitation event